Some time back, I made a passionate appeal that matters of relationship, marital issues, your personal life, your private life, take it out of social media. You know, social media is a platform that does so much good if we are able to properly engage it. But it could also be a very bad servant if you're not careful, especially when you try to fill social media with your relationship or your marital life. It is very unfortunate and heartbreaking to know that Reverend Mrs. Charlotte Odru and Mr. or Apostle Odru are divorced. Is very, very unfortunate. And I don't even know what to say. I haven't done this before, that anybody's issue comes up and I try to talk about it, and it's not the divorce I'm going to talk about. It's about a lesson that we still haven't learned all this while, because it's happened and happened and happened and it keeps repeating itself. But it looks like that same mistake is being committed day in and day out. You see, this whole divorce thing between the duo, to me, is very unfortunate. Whatever the circumstances that have led to the divorce, I don't know. But the part that worries me is the fact that social media became a platform where the duo put a lot of marital stuffs. I mean, all this while I've had this fear that in case something happens tomorrow, you've already opened your private or your personal life to the public, and so you're going to leave room for speculation. You're going to leave room for all kinds of derogatory statements. I mean, not everybody will cherish and appreciate what you stand for when you are on social media. Mrs. Charlotte, over the period, has well introduced herself to the general public through a media encounter with some bloggers and some TV and radio stations. I thought that once you're on social media, you just have to deal with or address issues that pertain to the general public, something the general public must actually consume. Ladies and gentlemen, when I realized that bloggers were granting interviews to Mrs. Charlotte Odru, for most of you who enjoyed all those interviews and the moral lessons, the twist of events in their marriage, yeah, for some of you, you were blessed by all those revelations. However, I felt that it was so wrong that marital issues would be made that public, and that you open yourself up to bloggers, social media bloggers, to quiz you, to probe you when it comes to your marriage. You see, matters of marriage is so sacred that I find it really, really tough for it to be put on social media. Where are our family values? Where are they? I don't know if social media now has a title in every family where when there is a rift or some sort of controversy in a marriage, we must report to social media. Since when did social media become the ebusia penny of all families in this world? I'm going to say this again. It is possible I may say it again tomorrow, because I still don't understand why your relationship and your marital issues, I still don't understand why they should be on social media. I don't get it. I don't get it. To the point that when somebody wants to divorce or go through a divorce, it must be reported to social media. So can't we have our private lives and put only content that edifies the public on social media? Can't we do that? Can't we? We will continue to support them in our respective prayers. However, everybody should learn from this. Social media will roast you when something goes south. Remember this. Young men and young women parading themselves on social media with their relationships. This is my fiance, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, putting pictures of their partners and all of that. You haven't really thought about the security risk, and you haven't really thought about how you are exposing. This is social media. Anybody goes there. All right, look at the many eyes that will watch you, that will listen to what you say, and look at the people that will not be happy for you. If you have an interesting marriage and you're talking about it, and somebody behind the screens feels that you are intimidating her, you are the perfect woman, you are the perfect man, and so they have these conceptions. I wonder how many enemies I have made by what I'm doing all the time on social media. I mean, anytime I'm in church or it's Sabbath, I get to put the content or the word of God on social media. I mean, it is transmitted on all the other platforms. I also understand that in the course of my duty, I will attract enemies. Sometimes some of the messages may not sit well with some ministers of God, and so they will be looking forward to attack or looking forward to have information about me that may be detrimental to my career or my calling. And so I am reminded that not everybody that watches me all over social media has their best intentions for me. Therefore, my private life cannot be on social media. So I don't see why your private matter must be on social media, especially your relationship. Can we try and settle every relationship issue with family? Can we try and revert? I mean, You just found for yourself a husband, you just got married, and these days they will post the date, pre-wedding photo shoot and all of that. And at the end of the day, we simply don't understand how much we are exposing ourselves to danger, to both constructive and negative criticisms. Social media is going to troll this woman. Is going to troll this woman. Is going to troll this man. I wonder the effects, the aftermath these social media. I was very surprised to read a statement from the man of God, press statement. Do you actually put a press statement, announce to the general public that you're having a divorce with your wife? Well, it could still be done, but it has to be a family issue. And if any further action, I mean, you go to court quietly, discreetly, case closed. But no, it has to be on social media. You can imagine all the commentaries that will flow in and flow out. You can imagine all the explanations that one will have to do after this divorce. If I'm not lucky, Mami Charlotte will be granting interviews. Maybe Mr. Odro will also be granting interviews. Continuation of the same error that shouldn't have taken place in the first stance. If you know you have already taken your marital life and your relationship to social media, if you've reported to social media, get ready. I pray that nothing bad happens so that you can sustain your respective relationships. But get ready. Make sure you have not presented any version of you that will be otherwise tomorrow, because social media doesn't forget, internet doesn't forget. Men, protect your wives and yourselves from social media. Protect your children from social media. Protect them. Try your best to protect them. I mean, cameras and microphones don't work automatically. They function only when human beings want them to function. So I decided to speak to you, and because you're not close to me, I decided to put it on a platform where you can hear what I'm trying to say. So if you chance on it on Facebook, or you chance on it on TikTok, you chance on it on YouTube, you chance on it on any other social media platform, that's because I decided to put it out there for you to see. And the moment I do that, I've opened myself to criticisms and comments, and so I can expect everybody to say anything. And that was what the artist said. Well, I won't take much of your time, but everybody, take your marital relationships and all other love relationships, romantic relationships, please take them away from social media. I have said it all. Take them away from social media. If you find a boyfriend, please keep it private. Leave social media out. Social media is not your busia penny. Ayo. I may say this again, but for me, the only lesson I wish to draw home from what I am seeing and hearing is Let social media be. Take your marriage and your relationships out of social media. Your families are there, your churches are there, your pastors are there, your godfathers and godmothers are there. Please use every avenue to address issues that concerns your relationship, but social media. Use every avenue to address whatever concerns your relationship, but social media. Leave it out. It will not help you. It will turn out to be counterproductive. Please. Biko. I have said my own.